way to admit all of them? Hello. How are you today?
Hello, I'm good.
Hi, good. How are you?
How about you?
All good here.
Yes.
So what's the weather like there? New one.
Yeah.
You need to tell me how to do the background, guys. I don't know how to do the background. You have to show me because I try to do my background and then you don't see me.
Oh.
So you need to show me how to do the background because when I do the background, I have
morning.
You.
But when I
Lisa,
do the background,
Mas
you
Ina,
don't
Mas
see my-
Deruan.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, how are you? How are you?
I'm Miss Umbrella.
Hello.
Sorry. Morning.
Yeah, you.
I just woke up.
You just woke up. Lucky you.
Yes. Because we have party last night.
Oh,
So what time did you go to bed?
About
Late night.
yeah, because finish the party with student with Dana also. So finish late. So I sleep late also about 2 o'clock 3 a.m.
What time is it there now?
My local time is 9:30. My local time.
9:30. Okay. That's not that late. That's not sleeping in really.
Okay.
I just parking here because I must accompany the childcare student. Yeah, I just parking down.
No problem. But you're based in Sydney, right, Dana?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, you're based in Sydney.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
in Sydney also, right?
Yeah, I'm in Sydney too.
Okay. One day we meet you, eh?
When the craziness is over, we'll all meet.
But Lisa, you told me your host, you live 2 hours from Sydney, right?
We are moving away. We are moving from Sydney, but at the moment we are still in Sydney.
I see.
Yeah, at the moment we are still in Sydney. So I'll try to show you because yeah, that's what happens. I'll cover my camera so you can see it. Because when I do the background, so this is where I live really, but look what happens.
Oh,
I'm in
because
the
you're.
So you need to show me how you do the background and you are still visible because when I do that, you cannot see me.
I think your computer not support to blue screen, or you can try change in the background in setting. You have to do that
In the chat.
and in setting. Setting.
That's okay. That's okay. Next time I'll play around.
Okay.
But there must be a way. We were trying to figure it out, and I can't figure it out. So
I'm sorry, madam. No, we use Google Classroom.
yes, all the time, Google Classroom.
Okay, I will log into my Google Classroom.
the reason why I organize Google Classroom for you guys is because it shows everything we covered.
Yeah.
So if you come late, or if you cannot come, or if you just forget, or if you fall asleep in my class or whatever, I hope that's not gonna happen. I hope I'm not that boring, but whatever happens, you can always go to Google Classroom and do a revision because everything's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you forget or not, or if you just want to do it again. So let's say we do a listening and you say, okay, well, I've got the answers, but maybe 3 days later, what was the word? I don't remember. You click on it and listen to it again. Same for reading, same for everything. So vocabulary is there, grammar is there, everything's there. So it's just easier for you. It's not that easy for me because I have to upload it. So it's actually more work for me.
Yeah, we got two messages last night from you.
It's not from me, it's from Google Classroom.
Yeah, betul.
Because the moment I post it, it sends you all messages that it's posted.
Yeah, I read already last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read already last night.
I'll always try to upload it before the class, not during the class. Sometimes I add things during the class, like answers. I don't give you answers before the class. So if there are any answers, I give it to you after the class, but or during the class. But I'll try to post always at least the day before. So it might be just a few hours before, depending where you are compared to my time zone, but I always be posting before the class. So if you get up earlier and you want to have a look what's gonna be happening, you can. Or if you want to stay up later and have a look, you can, because it's already there. Yeah. So it's not just before the class. Hello, Han.
Hello.
I think you got up. Did you just get up too? Just get up?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I think there was an international party everywhere in your country.
And
Yeah, it is.
Just a joke.
About Kahoot, Kahoot you gave us. Kahoot, I already, Kahoot already played. Kahoot.
Awesome.
But, but no exercise anymore. So
I'll give you more Kahoots today. I'll give you more Kahoots today.
Give us more.
Yeah, okay. Do you like it?
Yes, really fantastic.
I think Kahoot is fun. Yeah, Kahoot is fun.
Yes. Thank you, Lisa.
It's very good for
I think you don't want to
vocabulary and
stop until you win.
Okay, so let's have a look who's there. I hope everyone's here. Not everyone, but we've got some people already. So let's go to Google Classroom, and you'll find out that I posted two things. One is the video, and another one is what we'll actually be doing. So if you could click on Unit 4. Let me share the screen so you know where to go. So you should already see the screen. Let's move this away. So that's you guys. When you scroll down, this is a video just for you guys for revision. Okay, so we want to do, we'll do it at the end of the lesson if we have the time. If not, I'll just leave it for you to do it on your own. And in that case, I'll post the answers later, not today, because then you'll start looking at the answers and you don't really do the exercise. But the intention is to actually do it during the class, but we first need to finish everything in the book. So we'll click on Unit 4. Then we click on the student book. And sometimes it doesn't open, so we click on these three dots in the corner and we open it here. and we'll be talking about restaurant bookings today. So we already talked about what the difference is between a booking and a reservation. When it comes to a restaurant, it's actually almost the same. It doesn't really matter if you want to book a table or make a reservation. It's just how you say it. So it's the same. So what time do you usually have dinner? What's the normal time for dinner in your country?
6 to
7
7.
p.m.
6, 7 p.m. And do you usually eat at home or do you go out?
At home with my
Depends
wife
on.
and, and children.
Depends on.
Anyone goes out for dinner? Maybe Friday,
Go,
Saturday? No, no
But
one
not
goes
me,
out.
every day I go out for dinner.
Yes, okay, yeah. Go out for dinner sometimes. I actually don't go out much. So when we lived in Europe, I went out much more in Sydney. It is very expensive. If you're coming to Australia, get ready for that, guys. Australia is expensive.
Yes, expensive if we take food at restaurant, more expensive.
In Sydney, yes. Sydney is really, really expensive city. So unfortunately,
How much do you spend for just one meals?
it depends where you eat. So if you go to, I'm not saying fast food, but if you go to a smaller place, then you can
If you go like local restaurant or
local restaurant, you need at least $50, at least, to have a meal
wow,
and something to drink. $50 for sure. If you just want a little snack in a corner shop, maybe $10 is fine. But if you really want to sit down and eat, that means you have maybe a starter, then you have your main meal, and you have something to drink. $50 for sure to start. If you go
Yeah.
out with your friends or with your wife and you're paying for her, be ready for 100, 150, 200, and off we go. Depends what you're
that's a
gonna
lot.
order. Yeah. So if you want just a steak, maybe then we have things like steak nights. So different restaurants would have different specials on different days. So then you can have like half price. So you can have a steak for maybe $12. That does happen, but it's not an everyday
Oh, that's
price.
great.
So that's
Yeah.
very good. Yes, that's very good to have a steak for $12, $15, but that does not happen every day. On the other hand, if you know where to go, you can have the specials in different places every day.
I see.
They
And if you
they
don't
post it
drink,
on social media or they use some kind of promotion.
they usually have it regular. They usually have it regular. So, for example, if I talk about the place that's around the corner from us, it's a club. So they have different days for different specials. So they would have, I don't remember, but they would have maybe Monday for steaks and Tuesdays for schnitzel and Wednesday for hamburger. So different days they would have different specials to attract people to come in because they know you come in and you're gonna have a beer and you're gonna have something else and you're gonna spend more money anyway.
Yeah. Go to pub.
So when you go out, who do you go out with?
I usually go low.
Alone?
Yeah, it's more cheaper, I guess.
It is cheaper, absolutely, if you're paying just for yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
But Lisa, have you been to Indonesia before?
I haven't.
I see. Okay.
I've never been to Indonesia. I've been to Malaysia.
Yeah.
That's basically the only country in that region. I've been to Malaysia. That's the only one. And when we fly to Europe, we go through Korea. So, but I've never been to Korea, only the airport.
Or just transit?
Yeah, just the airport. So just
Us.
transit, yeah. Well, they take us to the hotel. So technically I am in Korea, but I've never been out of the hotel. So that doesn't really count. Because the flight we usually book is with Korean Air. Hopefully they survive. And one trip on the way to Europe, you get a hotel for free. So you can stay overnight, which is a really, really good thing because it breaks the flight in half and it's not so many hours difference because the time difference is like 10 hours. So when you stay overnight at the hotel, it makes it a little bit easier on your body. So we usually fly, not usually, we always fly Korean Air. Then we change over in Seoul and we get the hotel with excellent food. Really, really good food. They usually have a buffet and you just dig out. You eat a lot. So we'll be talking about food today a lot. So I hope you had breakfast or something to eat.
Bad for me.
If not, you're gonna get hungry.
But I have this, I guess. It's okay.
You can have a snack. You can have a snack. Yes.
Yes, I have already bread.
Well done. Well done.
That.
I actually haven't had breakfast. I was really busy in the morning. I literally ran in like a minute before the class because there was really bad traffic. Normally a trip that takes me 30 minutes took me 2 hours.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so 2 hours, a trip that's 30 minutes drive. So I was sitting in the car going, so I made it, but I didn't have breakfast and I didn't have lunch. So talking about pizza and coffee and everything in this lesson is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start and we'll be talking about food. So complete the puzzle and find a type of restaurant where you eat pizza, drink coffee, drink alcohol. I'm gonna stop sharing. I'll take a screenshot, put it in the message box. But if you can, please start using Google Classroom because this way you can be a little bit more free going through the exercises yourself. So you don't have to wait for me to put it on the screen, or if we already move and you want to go back and have a look, because sometimes the vocabulary kind of recycles. So when we have a vocabulary in unit, in exercise 1, maybe it's gonna appear again in exercise 3. And if you forget, you can scroll up and go, oh, that's the one. Where if it's on the screen, that's it, you have to remember. Maybe it's a good thing. So I'll stop sharing. I'll double check that no one's waiting in the lobby. And I'm gonna take a screenshot and put it in your box so you can have a look, and then I'll give you maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4 words, 5 minutes. That should be enough. I'll give you 5 minutes to complete the puzzle. Doesn't want to copy. What's happening? I might not be able to copy it, guys. I'll check how many things. Usually that happens when I have too many things open.
It's running slow.
No, it just when I don't restart the computer for a while, which I usually don't, I usually just put it to sleep, and then the computer is not very happy. That's okay. I'm gonna just Send it to you. I guess that's gonna be easier. No, I can't. Okay. Sorry guys. I'll share it again if you need to just take a screenshot. Oops. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here we go. So if you could just take a screenshot if you need to. And I'll stop sharing so you have time to do it. So I'm gonna cover my camera so you know that I'm virtually not here, so you can answer. So work on the answers and don't tell anyone yet, just keep them to yourself. Okay, so let's have a look if we've got the answers. So what's the first one that's almost there?
Fast food.
The one that's almost there.
The one that almost there.
Which one?
The one that I put in the chat room now.
Oh,
Ah.
yes, yes, brasserie.
So what's a brasserie?
Uh,
So it's kind of it's like a coffee place. So it's a cafe, but it serves food as well. So if you have a cafe, it's usually really coffee and maybe a few bread rolls or croissant, maybe a cake. But brasserie serves food usually as well. So what's the first one? So now we know the B part. So what's the first thing? The one
Bar.
down. Bar, yes. So
Bar.
what do we get in a bar?
Alcohol.
Alcohol, yes. What else can you get in a bar?
Forex.
Forex, yes.
Music.
This is the funny one. Forex. Do they sell forex
Music.
in
Music.
music? Yeah, you can listen to music there. So in Indonesia, can you get forex? Can you buy forex?
Yeah.
Yes.
Forex is beer.
Yeah, it's actually really funny because forex is the most well-known Australian beer that you can buy overseas, but almost no one drinks forex in Australia. So forex is something that people don't really drink and don't like. I am not a beer drinker, so I'm probably not the right person to talk to. But when you talk to beer drinking people, they usually say that forex is not the nicest beer, not the nicest Australian beer. So it's kind of funny because it's the most well-known beer out of Australia. So everyone, if you say Australia and beer, it's like, oh, forex. But no one drinks forex here.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
So yeah, it's a bit confusing. But yeah, when you get to Australia and you order forex in a bar, they'll know you're not from Australia. Because Australians,
Yeah,
I don't know any
it's
Australians
well
that
known
drink
for
forex.
good.
I'm sorry?
So it's well known for good. So it's well known for good.
It's probably got very good marketing. So very, very good marketing team, definitely.
What different, Lisa, bar and pub? What you call in Australia, bar or pub?
Pub is something where it's usually bigger. And you can drink alcohol as well, but you usually get some food. So pub is closer to a restaurant, where bar is really just drinks, and they might have like a few snacks, maybe chips, but they don't really serve food. It's really for drinking. Also, you can have a part in a pub or part in a restaurant, which is a bar. That means you go to a bar. That doesn't mean that it's in just place. It's just part of the establishment. So typically, let's have a look if I find a picture. I'll try to find a picture that shows. Okay, this is a good picture. I hope the screenshot's gonna work, because I tried it in a Word document and it was working, but maybe it just Zoom doesn't like it.
It's
That's
okay.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll share the screen. I'll show you. So if you have a look at this one, I don't know if it's gonna open as, hold on, I'll move this one. So if you have a look at this picture, so this is a restaurant most likely, or maybe a club. But this part is called a bar. Where if it's just a bar, it doesn't have the restaurant part. It's just this part, and typically just a little tables. People don't sit down. People just go really to have a drink. If it's got tables like this, it could be a restaurant or it could be a club. And there are lots of clubs in Australia. So you can become a club member and you get some discounts. So when you go there, you get maybe your steak or your fish and chips $2 cheaper than normal.
Also casino inside. Casino inside.
Kind of like casino without the gambling. We have, so,
But in the club.
you have a casino, and casino would have a bar and would have a restaurant. But normal club would not have the gambling part. Or if it has the gambling part, you don't get any money. You can just play games, but you pay and you don't get anything back.
Correct.
Okay, so let's have a look at the next one. So let's have a look at the middle one, the long one. So what's the long one?
Fast food.
Pizzeria.
Pizzeria, correct, pizzeria. So what can you get in a pizzeria?
Oh, pizzeria.
So what's a pizzeria?
Pizza.
Pizza, yes. Only pizza?
Mm,
Usually pasta as well.
Pasta. Oh, pasta.
Usually pasta as well, but pizzerias usually just serve pizzas. But especially these days, they try to be more versatile and they usually have pasta. They usually have a few cakes as well. Usually Italian-based food. So you might have a salad, Mediterranean kind of salad. I don't know how it's in Indonesia, but in Australia, if you want to serve alcohol, you have to have a special license. So a lot of places actually, especially places like pizzerias or brasserie or cafes, don't serve alcohol because you need a special license to serve alcohol.
Same here.
Same.
Same in Indonesia. Yes.
Yeah, it's different in Europe. In Europe, you can buy beer at the gas station or McDonald's. So it's different in every country. Okay, what's the one all the way on the right? So what's the one all the way on the right? So the last letter is E.
Cafe.
Cafe, yes, cafe. And we already talked about cafes, so we don't have to cover it. I'll just cover one more thing because you all will be coming to Australia. And if you work in Australia, lots of students, when they work in Australia, they work in hospitality industry. So one more important thing to know that you need to have alcohol license. You have to be certified to serve alcohol. So that's a different license to the license the restaurant has. So the restaurant has a license to sell alcohol, but you, if you want to work in that restaurant, you have to get your license as well. So you do your license. Usually, it's usually one day thing. You just go there and they tell you how to recognize a drunk person. I should say intoxicated person. So because you're not legally allowed to serve alcohol to someone who's already under influence of alcohol. So that's the most important part usually. But you have to be licensed to be working in a restaurant or a bar or club. If you want to work in a casino, you need another license because that's gambling license and you usually get it on the same day at the same time, just pay a little bit more money.
Yeah.
Okay, and another thing, what's a BYO? So when you get to Australia, sometimes you'll see on the door saying BYO only. What does it mean if the restaurant is BYO? Anyone knows? What's the abbreviation for? It stands for bring your own. That means the place is not licensed. They cannot sell alcohol, but you can bring your own and they open it for you. So they usually charge corkage. They charge usually $1, $2 that they open it for you. So you bring your bottle, you give it to them. They still bring it and serve it to you nicely, but they charge you for that. So you cannot just bring your alcohol and pour it under the table. You have to tell them that, I've got a bottle of wine. Could you open it for me? And then when you get your bill, you see corkage. So they charge you a little fee for opening it and serving it to you. But a lot of establishments don't have the license because it's costly. It costs money to have a license. So when they don't have a license, usually they allow you to bring your alcohol and consume it on their premises, but it has to be your alcohol. They just open the bottle for you. So I've never seen it anywhere else. So it's very Australian. So a lot of places are BYO, so bring your own.
Oh,
Bring your own. Okay.
Okay, I'll just welcome the rest of the people that arrived a bit late. So hello everyone again. We are working from Google Classroom. So if you could please make your way to Google Classroom. We are doing Unit 4. So I'll just write Google Classroom and we are doing Unit 4. And we just finished the crossword puzzle. So let's have a look at the listening part. I'd like to book a table. So listen to the phone call. Are the statements true or false? So I'll mute everyone's microphone to make sure that no one's playing it for other people and then someone would have it 3 times with an echo. So is there anyone who is still not in Google Classroom? Everyone's in Google Classroom?
yes.
Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about?
Yes.
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 Awesome. Well done. I'm happy. Okay. So when you go to Google Classroom, you click on the first listening. So the best thing to do, that's what I usually do. I just open it in 2 different fields. So one window for the PDF and one window for the listening task. And this one is track 9. Let me mute everyone. So how's it going? Are we finished? Okay, so number one, the restaurant closes on Sundays.
False.
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 False, false.
False.
The restaurant opens for lunch and dinner.
True.
True.
The restaurant serves lunch from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
False.
False.
Miss Kruger wants to book a table for 6 people.
True.
False.
False.
True.
It's true.
It's,
And the manager has a table for 6
it's
at
not
8
Mister.
on Sunday, 24th of December.
False.
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 All right.
False.
That one's false. Good. So, did you have a chance to do exercise 2, or do you need to listen to it again?
Okay.
Again? Okay. So I'll give you maybe 5 more minutes. We'll do exercise 2, listen again and complete the answers. I'm just watching. If someone's sitting doing nothing, I think they're finished. But you can also tell me, you can, in the chat box, you can say, I'm done, or put your hand up, or give me an indicator in such a way. Or just sit. If your camera is on, I can tell actually from your body language that I'm bored. I'm waiting for others. Which, when that happens, that's why there is more stuff always. That's why I will always post the main thing. And then there is that little thing, which usually is a video. So if that happens, you don't have to wait for anyone. You can do some other activities. Okay, so let's have a look. Let me open it for myself again so I know what we are doing. So number one, we open
From Tuesday to Sundays.
Tuesday to Sunday.
Yes, we open from Tuesday to Sunday. Number two,
We close on Monday.
we close on Mondays. Correct. So that's a plural. We close on Mondays. Number three,
We serve dinner from 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock. 11 p.m.
okay. I'll have to mute some people, guys, because it's too many of us talking. So let me mute someone, and Barely will answer the next one.
We serve lunch from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
We serve lunch from
12.
12 to 3. Yes, from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Awesome. Andriati. Number 5. I'm afraid.
I'm afraid we are busy.
We are. No one? Okay, Saiful.
So,
Number 5. We are.
Sorry. I don't.
So Saiful, number 5. I'm afraid.
We fully booked on
We are
Saturday.
fully booked. Yes, we are fully booked on Saturday, 24th. Yeah, or on the 24th on Saturdays. Okay. Did you manage to match them? So if we say we open from Tuesday to Sunday, what's the question? To number 1, what's the question? Han.
What?
Yes. Number 1, we what time?
So when do you close? When do you? Oh no. Number 1. Number 1.
Number 1.
Okay,
What?
Okay.
What
Let's do
days
it
do you
your way.
open?
That's okay. We can say when do you close? So what does it go with?
We close on Monday.
Yes, we close on Monday. So number 2
We
is
close
B.
on Monday.
I mean number 2 is 1. Number 2 is A. Sorry. You confused me because you started with the other one. So A is 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Number
I'm also
2.
confused.
Number 2. We close. So we close on Mondays, and it goes, when do you close? Number 2. No, I'm saying number 2. Let's start again. We open from Tuesday to Sunday. And what's the question?
Sunday.
If the
What
answer
days
is we
do you
open Monday, what days do you open? Yes, what days do you open? And the answer is we open from Tuesday to Sunday. Okay, now the answer is we close on Mondays. What's the question?
When do you close?
When do you close? Correct. Number 3, we serve dinner from 12 to 3.
What time do you serve dinner?
What time do you serve dinner? Yes. Number 4, we serve.
What time do you serve lunch?
What time do you serve lunch? Yes. If I say number 5, I'm afraid we are fully booked.
I'm afraid we are pulling on Saturday 24th.
I like to book a table for a 6 on Saturday evening,
Yes,
24th.
I'd like to book a table for 6 on Saturday
24th.
evening, and they're fully booked. Well done. So
I'm
let's have a
expecting-
look at the language. So some of the expressions we already heard in the listening. I'd like to make a reservation, please. What days do you open? We open from Tuesday to Sunday. What time do you serve dinner? We sometimes have cancellations. What does it mean, cancellation?
Not coming.
Yes, if you
Cancellation.
decide not to come for whatever reason.
Did
I
not
have a
come.
table. I'm sorry?
Did not come.
Yeah, when we don't want to come, we cancel. Correct.
Yes.
So it's a cancellation. And we look forward to seeing you. I'll just point out the grammar in this one because the verb is a phrasal verb, look forward to something. And that something, in case there is a verb, it has to have an ing form. So I look forward to coming to Australia. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to going shopping. So there's always an ing. So maybe take a note. If you printed the paper, maybe underline it and say, or write it down in your dictionary or in your notebook where you write your new words and say, look forward to plus verb and an ing. I'll write it down for you in the chat box. So look forward to plus verb plus ing. So that's just from the grammar point of view, because it's a very common expression and people usually forget about that ing. It could be a noun, so I can say look forward to and then the something. And that something is gonna be a noun. So I look forward to my holiday. But I can say I look forward to going on a holiday. And now for the new words, I don't think they are new. Maybe fully booked if you haven't know that one. Otherwise, I don't expect you to have a problem with these words. Maybe add the BYO because that would be a new word and that should be on the list and it's not. So let's have a look at exercise 3. That's when we scroll down on the next page. Complete the sentences using the correct dates. And if you remember last week, we were talking about it. So let's take them that they are British or Australian. So if I say 5/8, that means 5 is a day and 8 is a month. So the restaurant is closed on the 5th of August. So give you a few minutes to have a look at it. If you finish earlier, do the same exercise, but take it that you are in the States and it's other way around. Yeah, you probably remember we were talking about it when we were doing dates last time. United States have it other way around. That means they have month number 1 and day number 2. So obviously some of the dates we won't be able to switch around. But in our exercise, take it as we are in Australia or England in a country where it's a day and a month? So I'm not gonna even block myself because I think it's easy. Is it easy? Okay, I'll be looking at people who have unmuted microphones. So for me, it's gonna be a sign that you want to talk. So if you don't want to talk, mute your microphone. Because if you want to talk, some people just muted the microphones. So if you want to talk, unmute your microphone and I'll call your name. Okay, now one's unmuted the microphone, so I'll have to unmute your microphones and ask you to talk. Okay, Uji.
Yes.
So number one.
Okay. We'd like to book a table for two on 23rd of May.
Yes, we'd like to book a table for two on the 23rd of May. Awesome. Saiful.
Wait, number two.
Number two, yes.
Okay, wait. The new bar opens on 11th of July.
Okay, so you are
Right.
in the United States.
Oh,
If you're in the
okay.
United States, then yes. That's why I was saying we are in Australia.
Okay.
So on the 7th of?
7th of November.
Yes, on the 7th of November. We'll do it again and we'll pretend that we are in New York, but now we are in Sydney.
Sorry.
No problem. So the new bar opens in Sydney on the 7th of November.
7th of November, yes.
Wonderful. Han.
Yes.
Number three.
Does the restaurant open on 24th of December?
On the 24th of December. Yeah, that article has to be there. I know it's a bit funny if you're not used to it, but it has to be there. So we don't write it, but we need to say it. So the 23rd of May, the 7th of November, the 24th of December. Okay, next one. Susie. Number 4.
Okay, sorry. Number 4. My holiday begins on 15th of February.
On the 15th of February.
15th of February.
On the 15th of February.
Yes.
On the?
My holiday begins on 15th of February.
Yes, on the 15th of February. Awesome. Who's next? Burley.
Five.
Number 5, yes.
The train leaves at 9:15 a.m. on 30th of August.
On the 30th of August. Yeah, try not to forget the part, guys. So the train leaves at 9:15 a.m. on the 30th of August. And the last one. Who hasn't spoken and wants to speak? Alexander, do you want to try?
Could I reserve a double room on 27th of May?
Yes, could I reserve a double room on the 27th of May? Now we'll do the same exercise. We'll be skipping some numbers because we cannot use them. Actually, no, we can. So we'll do number 1, number 2, and that's it. Number 1 and number 2. So imagine that number 1 and number 2, not number 1, only number 2. Okay, only number 2 we can do. So we are in the United States. The new bar opens in New York. And who's gonna say that? Alexander, say that. So we'll do number 2 again, but the bar is in New York. So the new bar opens in New York on? Anyone?
7.
On the 11th of July. Yes.
July.
Oh,
Because they have it other way around.
okay.
Okay, so let's have a look at the next exercise. What's the date today?
Today is Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday
Yeah.
on 17th
The
of October.
17th. The
Oh,
17th.
October.
The
17th. The 17th
The
of
17th of
October.
October.
Awesome. Okay, so let's have a look at grammar. Adverbs of frequency. So adverbs of frequency are kind of those little indicators that tell us that we need to use present simple. Okay, so anytime you see adverbs of frequency, that means we need to use present simple. So present simple is the tense when we use auxiliary do or does. That is, if it's a negative or a question. And we usually use some auxiliary verbs. So do or does. That means we have do or does plus a verb. And sometimes in that sentence, we can have adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency.
Lisa, excuse me. Excuse me, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
One of student waiting accept invitation. June. One student Jensen. His name Jensen. Who is admin here? Who is admin?
I should be the admin, but I cannot see him.
Where's because Jensen still waiting accept this class.
Because
Class.
I cannot see him. I cannot see anyone waiting.
Oh, not you, yeah, not you.
That
Okay,
is
let me
funny. Does he have
Maybe,
the right
maybe
place?
Mas Dana, maybe.
Oh, hold on. Yes. Galaxy S8.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello,
thank
Galaxy. Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't see it. It probably had a delay. How long has he been waiting? Are you
I
with us
don't know.
already?
Because I got message from group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jensen.
Hello. How long have you been waiting in the room?
Halo, sorry ma'am, apa sih kak bahasa Inggrisnya kak? salah lihat jam karena lihat di grup itu, kirain 10.30.
Hido is starting now, but late 1 hour.
Oh, okay, that's okay. If that happens, guys, this is exactly why we have the Google Classroom. Yeah, this is exactly why we have Google Classroom, because you can catch up.
Okay.
So when someone comes late and we have 5 minutes break, you don't have a break. You need to
No. Break now? Is that?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
I'm just joking. I'm saying if someone comes late and we have the break, the person who comes late has no break.
Okay.
So let's continue. So let's have a look. Let's go back to Google Classroom, and we are talking about adverbs of frequency. So if you have a look at the examples, it says, I always go to my English classes. I often meet friends at the weekend. I sometimes eat in a restaurant on Saturday evenings. I rarely go to the cinema. I never drink alcohol in the morning. So starting from always, which is 100%, with 0, which is never. The position of the adverbs of frequency is in between the subject and the verb. So I want you to have a look at the adverbs. I'll write them down in a box for you, but I want you to think of sentences of things that you do always, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. Okay? So you don't have to write it, but when I call your name, I want you to say a sentence, something like, I always have breakfast at 7. Or you say, I never have breakfast. Or you say, I often come late to class. Or I never come late to class. Okay, so I'll write them in the box for you. And I want you to think of a few sentences. It's probably a good idea to write them down, okay? Because I'll be asking you to repeat what other people said. So really be present, listen to other people, because at the end, when we finish, I want everyone to say one sentence, but then I'll be asking, what did Susie say? What did Andriati say? And you would have to say, she said she gets up at. Okay, so you would say, Adriati gets up at 7 o'clock. You say, she always gets up at 7. So you need to remember what other people said before you. So it's a good idea to take notes. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes to write maybe 1 or 2 sentences. If someone uses the same sentence already, you cannot use the same one. Yeah, because I want different verbs, different sentences. So if someone says, get up, and you say, I wrote down get up, you'll have to maybe use go to bed. And when someone else says go to bed, then you'll have to use something else. Yeah, so I'll give you a few minutes. Maybe I'll just cover it again so you know that you've got the minutes.
Yeah.
And when you see my face, you know that I want the answers. Let's put a map of Australia this time.
Finish, ma'am.
Finished?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
What are you drinking, Susie?
Susie, what are you drinking?
I'm having some coffee. Coffee.
Coffee.
I think you are drinking beer.
Alcohol.
No. Not now.
BYO.
Maybe if I go to Australia, so I will drink beer.
Mak Susi like me.
I think
Drink
it's
le
Baileys.
mineral.
I think Susie drink Baileys.
It might be Bailey's. Yeah, it's got the color of Bailey's.
Yes.
Okay, so I want sentences. Always, rarely, sometimes, usually.
Finish.
Alexander, okay. Okay, say it.
I always wake up in the morning at 7 a.m.
Okay. Susie.
Yes. Wait, Sam. I always get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yes.
Augustias. Is Augustias with us?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what the name is. It says Galaxy S8.
Jensen.
Johnson.
Jensen. Okay. Jensen, tell us a sentence.
Kak, aku baru masuk. Tadi suruh apa sih, Kak?
Tell us something you never do. Use
Open
never.
Open your Google Classroom, bro.
Oh,
Google Classroom on your
You
email.
don't have to. You don't have to. We are just
enggak. Iya,
we can do it during the
kirim.
break because we are just doing sentences using always, never, sometimes, usually. So tell us about something you never do.
I never do.
Mm-hmm.
Apa yang nggak pernah aku lakuin?
I never go to karaoke.
Something that you never do.
I never steal money.
Nah,
But there was Alexandra. There was Alexandra. I want Jensen.
I never eat tissue.
I never eat tissues. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Andriati.
I never what I mean? I never go to the beach at the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good.
Might be a good idea. Sharks. Barely. Tell us what you sometimes do.
I sometimes take a bath in the night.
Sometimes?
Take a bath in the night.
At night.
At night.
Okay. Han.
Yes. I rarely have breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Nirwan.
I always go to work at 7:30.
Always go to work?
At 7:30.
At 7. Okay. Who hasn't been? Saiful.
Yes.
Maybe
I
rarely. Something you rarely do.
Rarely.
Really?
I rarely eat fish, fried fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I rarely eat fried fish.
Okay, wonderful. Did I forget about anyone? Uji. We forgot about Uji.
I sometimes see my parents at long weekend.
Sometimes I hang out.
I hope you're taking notes, guys, because now you need to remember what other people said. So, Saiful, tell me about Alexander. What time does he wake up?
Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Ayo.
I forget. Maybe Alexander can repeat that. Alex, what time you wake up?
What time do you wake up? What time?
At 7.
At 7. Okay.
You need to sleep with him. You know.
So Alexander
always wake up at 7.
Alexander always wakes up at 7.
Oh.
So let's not forget about that S, because in the third person singular, he, she, it, we need to put S at the end of the verb.
Okay.
So Alexander always wakes up at 7.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Susie, what
Yes.
Alexandra never does? There's something Alexandra never does.
She never never go to the beach. She never go to the beach in the night.
No, Alexander.
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 He said something that he
Susie,
never
it's
does.
me.
So what is the thing he never does?
Itu Kak, nggak bisa bangun siang.
He never wake up.
No. Something about
what?
Something about
Money.
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 Steal.
Yeah, he never steals money.
Yeah,
He-
he never steal money from
He
the
never
bank.
steals money. Okay. Barely. Tell us, what time does Susie always get up?
Sorry, ma'am, I don't know.
Bad notes, guys. I've got all the notes.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I help you.
6 plus.
So, Susie.
Okay.
So, Susie
He
always
always wakes up late.
at 6. So, Susie always gets
Late.
up at 6. Okay. Let's have a look. Andriati, tell us about Jensen. What did he say?
Jensen never eat tissue.
Yes. Jensen never eats tissues. Yeah, again, don't forget about that S. Jensen never eats tissues. Okay. Uchi, tell us about Burley. Uji, do you remember about Burley? What did Burley say?
I can't remember.
Who remembers? Who remembers?
At the night. Never.
So Burley sometimes.
Early sometimes takes a bath at night.
At night.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes takes a bath at night. Okay. Han, tell us about Andriati.
Andriati never go to the beach at night.
She never goes.
She never goes to the beach at night.
Yes, she never goes to the beach at night. Perfect. Jensen,
Yes.
tell us about Han.
Bang Han, bantuan. Bang Han tadi ngomong apa ya?
In English, I have no
Yeah,
idea
oh
what
yeah,
you're saying.
Hans, can you help me? Apa sih? Kayaknya pas when Hans apa?
No, don't make an excuse.
Enggak, pas Bang Hans ngasih statement
Something
kayaknya
about
aku belum dengar.
breakfast. Something about breakfast. How often does he have breakfast?
Gue jarang sarapan.
Oh.
Never.
Hans never bukan never ya kalau
Rarely.
Rarely, yes. Saiful was paying attention. So Han rarely has breakfast. Okay.
Yeah, breakfast.
Susie, tell us about Nirwan. What time does he go to work?
He always goes to work at 7 o'clock.
Yes, he always goes to work at 7. And Nirwan, tell us about Saiful. There's something he eats or doesn't eat. Something about eating. What did he say?
Teacher.
Oh, Saiful
Sini kucing.
never eats.
Oh no, he didn't say
Fish.
never.
He like.
Rarely. And what
Likes
kind of fish? What kind of fish?
really
Yeah, he
Not
was
r-
very
no.
specific.
fried fish.
Fried fish, yes.
Frying
Some
fish.
people rarely eat fried fish.
Yes.
Okay. And last one. Susie, tell us about Uji. What does she do on a long weekend?
I forgot what he said. What she said. I see.
Meet
Uji, can you
their
repeat it?
parents.
Uchi, can you repeat, please?
I sometimes see my parents at long weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Cik.
Maklum dah tua.
If you were in my class, you would be paying money in the money box. You would become a sponsor for the party.
he sometimes meets her parents' family
Mm-hmm.
at
At long weekends. Awesome. Yeah. So she sometimes sees her parents. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she sometimes meets her parents at the weekend.
Perfect. Well done. Okay. So in Australia, we've got 3 o'clock. I don't know what time it's there, but it's half class. So I'll give you maybe 5 to 10 minutes break. So you can have your coffee.
Okay.
Yes.
Water.
Madam, thank you, madam.
Water, coffee.
I miss coffee. Okay, I'll be back 15 minutes or 10 minutes. Is that?
I think 10 minutes. I think 10 minutes.
Thank you,
Okay.
Madam Lisa.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
10 minutes. I'll be back.
Minutes.
I want to drink a beer.
What? Then you'll get drunk on the
Wow.
class.
Wih, si Nirwan jadi Irwan Sah. Keren banget. Very cool.
Hello, Han. Did you have coffee?
Hello. Yes.
Yeah. I had a cake.
Coffee and biscuit.
Biscuit? I had a cake.
Cake?
Oh,
What kind of cake?
It's not a cake. It's Turkish sweets. Baklava. You know baklava?
No.
Baklava?
No. Okay, I'll find a picture. Okay.
Like snack?
It's just sweets. Let me share the screen. I'll show you. It's super sweet, but it's
Like
really
candy?
nice.
What's the difference sweets and candy?
No difference. Candy is American, sweets British.
Ah, I see.
So
Oh.
this is baklava. Let's have a look what they say. Recipe. Ah, recipe for baklava.
It's not really sweets, I guess. It doesn't look like candy.
Martabak telur itu, Bang.
It's not a candy. It's not a candy. Let's have a look. No, it's just too slow. But yeah, that's a baklava. See that?
Oh, that looks delicious.
It is delicious.
I think it's delicious. Delicious.
It's absolutely delicious, but it's a lot of sugar. So if you have a few baklavas, you grow a bit. You get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so hold on.
For sure.
How much there, baklava?
How much is baklava?
Yeah.
$3 for one little piece. Very expensive.
Whoa, expensive.
$3.
Kocap.
We can afford that.
I eat this one.
That's why you have to make it at home.
You know this one, dark chocolate.
Ah, dark chocolate. That's healthy.
No,
Yeah.
don't eat that. You'll get bigger and bigger.
No, add sugar. No sugar. No add sugar.
Dark chocolate's healthy. Oh, and with is it with lemon or orange?
Orange chocolate.
Ah, yum.
Yeah, but no add sugar. So good. Healthy food.
It's not totally healthy, but it's okay. Okay, so let's continue.
Yes.
I'll just double check everyone's on.
Ready?
Everyone's ready.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's continue. What happened here? I've got so many things open. I have to close a few things because my computer is getting a bit slower and slower.
Excuse me, Lisa. Again, please accept Regina. Regina, yes.
Sudah, Tante.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa.
Regina's here.
Okay, Regina, welcome back.
Yeah.
So let's go back to Google Classroom. Someone was asking before the break about Google Classroom. Jensen.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you know how to get to Google Classroom? So the easiest way to get to Google Classroom is from a Gmail account, if you have a Gmail account.
Yes, I have.
So when you get to your Gmail account, on the right-hand side, there are those 9 dots. And when you click on the 9 dots and scroll down, one of the options is Google Classroom. So when you click on that one, it's gonna ask you for a class code. And I'm gonna give you the class code. Just let me know when you are in, so I can give you the class code.
Can I have it Google Classroom?
Yes, are you in Google Classroom? So FRAFHY2, and I'm gonna put it in the chat box. So you can just copy paste or type it in there. And when you get in, you are looking for what says Unit 4, and that's what we are doing now. So before the break, we started working on present simple. And I was asking you to tell me things what you always do, sometimes do, rarely, never. And if you noticed, if you've been to Google Classroom, I actually added one more thing, and that's a little bit of grammar. So we'll go to the grammar. I'm gonna share the screen now, because we'll be doing something slightly different, and that's because I want to double check that everyone's all right with grammar. So when you get to Google Classroom, and that's for everyone now, let's move this somewhere else. What happened? It didn't update it. Okay, so I'll have to update it. I'll stop sharing. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't update it. It looks like updated, but okay, I'll just, maybe that one didn't update it. So let me share it again. That was really weird. Okay, so I'll just click on a different one. Okay, so in Google Classroom, I put something in there which is called Murphy. I call it Murphy Red. That's a book. It's a grammar book.
Yes.
And we'll be doing Unit 5 in it, which is present simple.
5 point.
So I'll leave it open. So I'll leave it in front of us. So if you are not in Google Classroom, you can just do it from the screen. I'll leave it open. And we'll do exercise number 1. So number 1, the verb read changes into reads if it's he, she, or it. What do we do with think? He
Reads. She reads.
So she reads. And number 2?
Thanks.
He thinks.
He
Number
thinks.
3.
Flies.
It flies. How do we spell flies?
Flies.
Flies.
And how do we spell it?
F-L-S-E-S.
I-E-S, correct. Y changes into I-E-S. I dance, he
Dance.
dances. He
Oh,
dances.
Dances.
I have, she
Has.
No V.
Has.
Has. H-A-S.
Yes.
And I finish, it
Finishes.
finishes. E-S.
Finish.
So I give
Finish.
you a minute, and I want you to do exercise 2 and write it down. Okay? So write down exercise 2. If you are in Google Classroom, please open it. because I'll be writing the answers in the chat box, and I cannot be sharing and writing the answers. So if you are still not in Google Classroom, just take a screenshot. You'll be doing exercise 2 and then exercise 3. So maybe you can just take a screenshot. I'll leave it on while you're working, but when we go through the answers, I'll have to stop sharing so I can write the answers for you, so you can check the spelling as well. So we've got 6 sentences. I'll give you 10 minutes. If you finish earlier, just keep going and do part of exercise 3 as well.
Times 3. Tennis. Play.
I'm stopping the share so I can write the answers. So last chance to take a screenshot. So number 1, he plays the piano. So there's a picture of a guy and we say he plays the piano. Number 2, they
Lives.
They live because it's
Lives.
they live, no S.
Lives.
Live in a big house.
House.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they live in a big house. If it's she, he, it, there is S. I,
Okay.
they, no S. So they
Okay.
live in a big house. Number 3, Jensen. So let's have a look at number 3.
Eat a lot fruit.
He eats
He
a lot of fruits.
This
eats
eat a lot
He
fruit.
eats
a lot of fruit. She eats a lot of fruit. Number 4, Susie.
He likes play tennis.
If you say
plays.
like, you can say he likes playing tennis.
Yeah, he likes playing tennis.
He likes.
He likes playing tennis.
Yeah, he likes playing tennis. Hold on, there was a S missing. What happened here? Yeah. So he likes playing tennis, or you can say he plays. He plays tennis. Okay, next one. Number 5.
He goes
We.
to cinema a lot.
So we
go.
go.
We go. We go.
We go to the cinema a lot. Yeah, we go.
Go or goes.
Go.
We go. No S.
Subject we.
Subject we, correct. Number 6.
He sleeps
He sleeps.
7 hours.
At
7 hours a night.
A night. A night. Okay, now I'm gonna use the same sentences, but I want you to talk about yourself. Again, listen carefully because I'll be asking you about other people. Okay? So you need to remember what people said. So let's start with the first one. So anyone who plays the piano. So who plays the piano? Anyone in our group plays the piano?
maybe Hanmo is.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I play guitar.
I'll show you something behind me.
Oh, beautiful.
So, how do you say that?
You
Lisa.
Lisa plays piano.
Lisa plays the piano.
The
Lisa
piano.
the piano, yeah. Because usually it's the only piano in the house. It's a big thing. I don't know anyone who's got 2 or 3 pianos at home.
Wow.
No, not me. No one has 2 pianos at home. And that's why the article the, because we use the for something unique. So
Okay.
Lisa plays the piano.
The piano.
Okay, number 2. Who lives in a big house?
Sushi.
Sushi.
Yes, Susie, do you live in a big house?
No, I live at apartment. Small. I live at apartment, not
In a
Just
small
small house.
apartment. I live in a small apartment. Okay. Next one, Saiful.
Eats. I eat fruit. I eat a lot of fruit, or
Yeah, do you? Okay, so Saiful eats a lot of fruit. Andriati, take next one.
For number 4.
Number 4.
I play tennis.
Do
I
you
play tennis.
How often?
Oh, okay.
Berapa sering? Seberapa sering?
how often?
Number 4. How often do you play tennis? Once a week, once a year?
Never.
100 year.
Never.
Never.
Never katanya, tapi dia main tenis tapi nggak pernah main.
I'm did not play tennis.
So I don't play tennis.
I don't.
Yes, I don't play tennis.
Anyone who does? Who plays tennis?
Maybe
Anyone?
me.
So can you say it? I
often
play
play tennis 2 times a week.
Every day. Saiful.
I am playing tennis every Friday.
I play tennis on
Fridays. On Friday.
On Fridays. Okay, next one. So who goes to the cinema a lot?
No, because COVID.
We use
Ignore
YouTube
their
a lot.
word.
We use YouTube a lot.
So Han, how often do you go to the cinema?
No, I didn't go to the cinema. I use
Never.
YouTube a lot. I
Hans
never go to the cinema. I never go to the cinema.
Anyone goes to the cinema?
I'm not.
If I have girlfriend,
Jensen, do you go to the cinema?
no. If I have a friend, I go to
Jensen
cinema.
goes to cinema together with the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But now
who sleeps 7 hours a night?
oh.
Who sleeps 7 hours a night?
I think no one.
No one?
No,
Yeah.
me sleep. I sleep 7 hours at night, maybe more than 7 hours.
Okay. So let's repeat it. And now I want you to tell me who says what. So what do you remember? Where does Susie live? Saiful.
Susie live in a small house, in apartment.
Susie lives in a
Small apartment.
Yeah.
In small apartment.
Who eats a lot of fruit?
Saiful. It's a
Me.
lot of food.
Saiful eats a lot of fruit. Okay. Who doesn't play tennis?
Andriati.
Andriati
doesn't play tennis.
Perfect. Who plays tennis?
Saiful plays tennis on Friday.
Perfect.
On Friday.
Who plays tennis on Fridays? And who never goes to the cinema?
Hans never goes cinema.
Hans never goes to the cinema. Okay. And who sleeps 7 hours a night?
Susie.
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 Susie?
More.
Uh-huh.
Sushi more than 7 hours.
Susie.
Susie sleeps more than 7
Susie
hours a
sleep
night.
more.
Excellent. So let's have a look at exercise 3. So complete the sentences and use the following words. So I'm gonna share the screen again. I'll go through the vocabulary first. So I make sure that everyone understands the vocabulary. And then I want you to do it individually. So let me put this one away. And we are doing exercise 3. What does it mean, boil?
Some water.
Water, bubbles. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
100 degrees. Awesome. Close.
Not open.
Opposite to open. Cost.
Opposite.
Close or
Cut
near.
Cold.
Near.
Money, money. Okay.
Money.
So
Cost
cost is
money.
there
Cost
twice.
or
So we have twice cost. Like. What's the opposite? If you like something, you
unlike.
dislike.
Dislike.
Dislike. Yes.
Like and dislike.
Like and dislike. Yeah.
What does it mean to meet someone?
Me.
See it's other.
Together, come together, yes. Open, what's the opposite?
Open.
Close.
Close, Then we have speak, teach, and wash. I'm not gonna go through that because I think you know. So we'll do exercise 3. If you finish earlier, you can just go into exercise 4. Okay, so I'm gonna give you maybe 15 minutes because it's 10 sentences and you need to match them. So you need a bit more time. So I give you 15 minutes. So we'll check it on the hour. So Australian 4 o'clock. I'm not sure what your time. Okay, so I'll give you 10 minutes. 15 minutes, sorry.
Okay.
And I'll stop sharing. So if you are not in Google Classroom, please take a screenshot. So last chance to take a screenshot. How's it going? Are we finished? Some people look finished.
Yes.
Some people look never started. Okay.
Wait.
Wait. Okay, I'll wait. I give you 1 second. So Maria speaks 4 languages. Number 2. Susie.
So in the city center usually open at 9 o'clock in
The
the morning.
shops in the city center usually
Open at 9 o'clock.
open. Yes, because shops open. I'll be writing always the subject as well. So you understand when it's plural and when it's singular. So shops open. Number 3, Uji. The city museum.
The city museum close at 5 o'clock in the evening.
Yes, the city museum closes because it's one museum at 5 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
Han. Tina is a teacher.
Tina is a teacher. She teaches mathematics to young children.
Young children. Okay. Number 5. Dewan. My job is very interesting. I
meet a lot of people.
Yes, I meet a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Number 6. Who hasn't spoken for a while? Barely. Peter's car is always dirty. He never
washes.
Yes. What number is it?
Washes it. 6.
Number 6. I missed some numbers, but that's okay. She never washes it. Number 7. Susie. Food is expensive.
It costs a lot of money.
It costs a
It
lot
costs
of
money. It costs a lot of money.
Number 8. Who hasn't spoken? Andriati. Shoes are expensive.
They cost a lot of money.
They cost a lot of money. Correct. Number 9. Jensen.
Water boil at 150 degrees.
Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. And the last one, Alexander.
Julia and I are good friends. I like her and she likes me.
Yes, I like her. She likes me. Correct. Awesome. Next one. Did we finish exercise 4, everyone?
Finish.
Finish.
So she always arrives early. Number 2. Andriati.
I never go to the cinema.
I never go to the cinema. Jensen.
Martina work hard always.
Martina always
Work hard.
Work hard.
works hard. Yes. She always works hard. Correct.
Works hard.
Number 4. Susie.
Children usually like chocolate.
Yes. Children usually like chocolate. Number 5. Burley.
Julia always enjoys parties.
Correct. Julia always enjoys parties. Number 6, Han.
Yes, I often forget people's name.
Names. I often forget people's names. Uji.
Tim never watch television.
Tim never watches television. So Tim never watches TV. Correct. And the last two, who hasn't spoken? Let's have a look. I think everyone. So let's start over again. Jensen, number 8.
Okay. Wait. We usually dinner. We uh we usually have dinner at 7:30.
30. So we usually have dinner at 7:30 or 7:30. And Susie?
Yes. Jenny always wears nice clothes.
Yes, Jenny always wears nice clothes. And I'm gonna skip the last exercise because it's relatively easy and we already use sentences like that in a sentences. So we'll skip that and we'll go back to the Google Classroom and we'll do the listening. So I'll just share the screen so we all know what we are doing. So when you go back to Google Classroom, you need to click again on that Unit 4. Let me share. And we'll be doing listening. What time is it? Yeah, so we'll do listening exercise 5 and exercise 6. So when you have a look at the track numbers, when you are in the Google Classroom, it should be track 10 and 11. So track 10 and then track 11. So what background would you like me to put there while you're working? Kangaroos? Maybe I'll give you a koala this time.
Voila.
Aduh.
Itu tadi bersih coronavirus atau apa itu? Basking.
Guys,
Basking virus.
what's happening? Someone's speaking another language that I don't understand.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes?
The track number 11 cannot play.
It doesn't play? Okay,
Yeah,
let
ma'am.
me have a look what's happening with that.
10 enough, but 11 cannot play.
2. Oh, mine's playing. Okay, I'll play the second one from here. So let's finish exercise 5 and we'll check and then I'll play the other one from here to make sure that everyone can do it. Okay, so is everyone finished with exercise 5? Yeah, so let's check exercise 5 and then I'll play exercise 6 from over here because some people couldn't open it. I don't know why though. When it happens, when sometimes it doesn't open, it really depends on the browser, probably on the internet connection as well. It always opens on the phone. So if you have an iPhone or any smartphone, if you go to Google Classroom on the phone, it always plays. I've never had a student complain about not being able to open it directly from the phone. So if that happens, if there is a listening and the track, some kind of a problem and the audio doesn't loud, then just play it from the phone, okay?
Okay.
But usually it's not a problem. Usually the only thing I'll show you, I'll share the screen. I'll just open it myself in a different browser. Just give me a second. So I can show you from the beginning how to do it if that happens. So when you're in Google Classroom and it looks something like this, and then let's say like today we are doing exercises from unit 4. So I click on my unit 4 and I click on my recording and let's say it doesn't open straight away. 2A. If that doesn't open straight away, just click on these 3 dots, open in another window. It takes time to load it, but it always opens. So if there is a problem, just open it in another window. If there is still a problem, just open it on your phone. And let's go through the answers. So exercise number 5. And we've got A. Listen and match the times to the clocks. So what number was A?
She.
Number 3,
C.
yes, number 3. What number is B?
4.
4. What number is C?
1.
1. And what number is D?
2.
2, correct. So now I'm gonna play exercise 6. So if you listen to it and you know the answers, just listen anyway, because some people couldn't open the track number 11. So I'm gonna play it directly from here.
2A. When does a train leave? At 11:05. B.
What time does the shop close? At 5:30.
C. When does the swimming pool open?
At 8:45.
D. What time does the restaurant open? At 7:15. E.
What time is lunch?
At 1:10. F.
What's the time? It's 6:35.
Okay, so let's get the answers. So what time does the express to Aberdeen leave?
11:05.
5 what?
11.
11:05, 5 minutes after 11. Yeah, 11:05. Correct. I forgot what B was. If it's a train or
Shop close.
What time the shop close?
Okay, what time does the shop close?
5:30.
5:30, correct. 5:30 or 5:30. Also, if it's 5:30 something, we are a little bit lazy to say that past because we have just one past. So very often people say just either 5:30 or 5:30. So instead of 5:30 in this case, we just say 5:30.
High five?
Yeah,
High
high five. So, pool opens from. So what time does the pool open?
8:45
8:45?
8:45
a.m.
Quarter to 9. But yeah, you can say just 8:45.
9:45.
D. Was it restaurant? So what time does the
9:45.
restaurant
That's
open?
confusing.
7:15.
7:15.
7:15 or quarter past
7.
7, correct. What time do they serve lunch?
1:10.
1:10, or you can just say 1:10. And I think it was a train. What time does the train leave?
What number?
F.
8:35.
11:05.
Or 25 to 7. 25 to 7 or 6:35. Correct.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at exercise 7. Read the notes and make questions and answers. So this time you'll be asking the questions and then you'll be answering. So I want you to write down the questions. You don't have to write the answers as long as you know the time, and you'll be asking each other. So always the person that I call will ask the question, chooses someone else from the group. The person will answer and will ask another question. So I'll give you maybe 5 minutes to prepare because we're running out of time. So you have to be quick.
Yep.
So exercise 7, only 5 minutes. Yeah, so 20 past, I will ask you to ask each other the questions. Let me maybe share the screen in case someone's not on. and we are doing exercise 7, the one here, okay? So finished or not? I'm asking. So Burley, number 1, choose someone and ask a question.
When does the restaurant open for lunch?
So Han, when does the restaurant open for lunch? You can look at the screen. It's all on the screen. I left it on the screen.
Yes.
The restaurant opens.
I have trouble unmute my laptop.
Oh, okay.
It opened from 12:15 to 3.
Yes, it opens from 12:15 until 3 o'clock. Okay, ask another question, Han.
What time does my flight leave?
Susie, what time does his flight leave?
My flight, sorry, my flight leaves at 6:20.
Perfect. His flight leaves at 6:20. Can you ask another question? Number 3, Susie.
Yes. When time does the group arrive from Russia?
When does the group arrive from Russia?
Yes.
Jensen, when does the group arrive from Russia?
The group arrived from Russia on 6:45 p.m.
So the group arrives at 6:45.
6:45.
Can you ask another question, number 4?
What time the exchange bureau open?
What time does?
Does the exchange bureau open?
Correct. What time does the exchange bureau open? No one.
The exchange bureau opens at 8 p.m.
8 a.m. So the exchange bureau opens at 8. We don't have to say that a.m. because we know if something opens, it's in the morning.
Okay.
So even when I say, what time do you get up? And I say, I get up at 7. I don't have to say, I get up at 7 in the morning. So unless you work night shifts and you get up at 7 in the evening, which is not normal,
PM.
then you say, I get up at 7 in the evening. Yeah, same as if you say, I drive to work. You don't have to say, I drive a car to work.
Okay.
If you drive a tank or a bus, you have to say that. But if it's something normal, we don't have to say that. So I drive to work. You don't have to say, I drive a car to work.
Okay.
Okay. Saiful, next question. Number 5.
What? Okay, sorry. Just unmute. What time does the train leave? Yes.
Let's say Devi, can you answer?
The train leaves at 14:50.
So the train leaves at 2:50. So the train leaves at 2:50. Awesome. Andriati, can you ask number 6?
Number 6, when does the fitness center close?
And Marlon, can you answer?
Yes. The fitness center closes
Closes?
at
closes at 10:30.
At 10:30. So the fitness center closes at 10:30. And Alexander, you don't have a question. So maybe ask a question from this part and ask about the Bridge Bistro Cafe. So what time?
What time does the Bridge Bistro open?
Open, yes. And it opens at 8:30. And Alexander, let's see. What will we ask? Maybe ask again a number 3.
When does the group arrive from Russia?
Okay, when does the group arrive from Russia? Okay, that's it. Time's up, almost. I have a few things to wrap it up. So I'm gonna go back to Google Classroom. I stop sharing, so I share the right file. So when we go back to Google Classroom, you notice I posted a few more things. So let me share Google Classroom and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Where is my Google Classroom? Here we go. So when you go to Google Classroom, you see that today I posted, well, yesterday I posted it, Unit 4. And I posted some extra grammar in it, but also I posted these interviews. So when you click on the interviews, it's a listening activity. Let's see, I have to open it in another window. So it's a listening activity. It's got like 3 pages. So I want you to work through it. And I'll post the answers probably tomorrow night. So I give you some time to go through it. I don't want to post the answers straight away because then I know some people would just look at the answers. So I'll see who is entering. I need to get at least half of the class in. It's connected to the listening. So you listen and fill in the gaps. That's one thing. And the last thing that I want to do, because some people said they like my Kahoots. Do you like the Kahoots?
Yes, I like it.
Yes, I like Kahoots.
So much. So I created new Kahoots for you guys. So one is for telling time. And the pin number is 02625256. So that's for telling time. And another Kahoot is for Hotel English. So that's a long one. So that's for vocabulary. So it might be a little bit challenging because some of the things we didn't do. 5130. So that one is 09655130.
What a pin room, ma'am?
02625252.
So the one for time, telling the time, is 02625256. And the vocabulary one, it's a long one, 09655130.
Yes.
Okay, so have fun with the Kahoots. It actually tells me who joins. So I see the names. And again, if there is any problem in the Google Classroom, don't forget you can send me the message and I get it in my Gmail. So if you don't understand something or if you're finished with everything and you want to check and I forget to post the answers, tell me. Send me a message, teacher, I need the answers. I finished everything. Okay, so have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next Saturday again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa. See you next week. Have a nice weekend.
Bye-bye.
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 Have a great day.
You too.
Happy birthday. Okay, success for you.
Thank